Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how we can create this type of UI into our user application. So just I'm going to open user app. Firstly we will have to add some dependencies, so just open pubsec by email file and then add Google Map Flutter, Google Place and Flutter polyline points. Three dependencies you have to add. Okay, and then press on pubget file. Just import these three dependencies. Okay, and so here I am using Google Maps, so I am going to create API key of Google Map. So just open Google Chrome, open your browser and then visit this website google.console.cloud.google.com. Okay, and then create one project here. After creating project you need to enable billing. Okay, and then you need to go inside API and services option and then enable API and services option. Just click on this. Make sure you have enabled your billing account, okay, on this selected project, and then click on this enable API and services, and here you can enable what you want, like we want map SDK for Android, so I am going to click on this. Which services you have to use, you have to enable this. Okay, these are the services which you want to use. Okay, so it is already enabled, so it is showing as manage, otherwise it will show as enable. Okay, I have already enabled this. Similarly you will have to enable Google Places. Google Places API you have to enable also, so just click on that and enable from here. It is already enabled, so it is showing manage. Okay, and one more API we need, direction API. So I have searched direction, so you can see direction API is there and I have already enabled also, so it is showing as manage. You will show as enable, so you need to click on that button and enable that service. Okay, and after this just go inside API and services and then click on enable API and services, then you will get this credentials option. So just click on this credential option, then you will get this type of interface. Then here you need to click on this create credentials and select API key option. Then you can see we have a API key which we have recently generated. So just copy this API key just copy this API key and open your Android Studio project. Okay, user Ubola user app, and then here I am going to create one file. I am going to create one file, and the file name will be confidential. Then create class here, and here we will add one static variable, and this is the type. This will be the type of string. So here we will use Google_map, and just paste that API key which we have copied. Okay, from here. Okay, and just close this. And open manifest file. So just click on this Android, then app, then src, and then main, then you will get this manifest file. So just open this, and after this application just paste this meta tag. Okay, and here we need to pass that API key which we have written inside confidential. Okay, so just copy this API key and then paste here. Okay, and then I'm going to close this manifest file and just close this confidential also. And now I'm going to create one screen. So the screen name will be homepage screen, home screen. Okay, it is already created, so now I'm not going to create home screen. Now I'm going to create one model. So the model will be location model, create class, and then here inside this we will take some variables like id, and this will be the type of integer. So here and here we will use string, title, one more variable, and then here we will use double, and this will be latitude, longitude, icon, and this will be the type of icons, string, and here we will use distance. And just create constructor of this class. So here we will use this dot id, this dot title, this dot latitude, this dot longitude, this dot icon, this dot distance. Okay, so we have successfully created model class also, and now I am going to create one view model for home page. Okay, so now I'm going to create one view model here. So home page view model, home view model, and then create class, and then extends with getX controller. Here we will use onInit method, and now we will take one variable for list. So marker list equals to, and here we will pass this model name, location model, and this will be the type of observable. Just create one method, fetch all markers. So with the help of this method we will fetch all the markers, but now we are using dummy markers, dummy locations data, but further we will call API and we will fetch all the markers or drivers list from backend with the help of API. So just use future void, and this will be the type of async, and inside this just use marker list equals to marker list dot value. So I have added some data, okay, some dummy data. You can also add marker list dot value, and inside this array I have added multiple location models, and I have defined ID, title, latitude, longitude, icons, and distance, different. Okay, so just I am going to add some icons here. So I have already downloaded that icons. So just open download folder, and now I'm going to copy both. Okay, and now I'm going to paste inside images folder. Okay, so marker 1 is there. Now our view model is also completed. Now I'm going to open splash view model because we are getting location inside splash view model. So here we will take two variable, latitude equals to obs, and then longitude equals to obs. Okay, and here we will pass latitude dot value equals to this latitude, so just store this latitude and longitude with this latitude and longitude. Okay, so I have added latitude and longitude from here, and now I'm going to access this both. So in the home screen we are going to work now. So I'm going to create the instance of home view model here. So home view model equals to get, so we need to import getX here. Okay, and then here dot put, and then we will use home view model. Okay, and after this I am going to add two more variables. So completer, Google Map controllers, and the name will be controller. And just import this Google Map controllers. Just remove s and import this. Okay, and here we will take one more variable, list, and markers. It will accept two parameters, no, only one parameters, markers, and then markers equals to marker. Okay, and then import these markers. Okay, now we will use init state here, and then after this, now before after this I am going to use this method. Okay, so just write this method, or you will get this code from my GitHub. Okay, so here we need to import this with services. Okay, just select services, and you can see we are getting error in ui.codec. So just import .ui. Okay, and write as ui, so you can see no errors now. And in the init state, just cut this init state from here and then paste below this method. And now I am going to create one more method, load all map markers data. Okay, so I am going to create one method, future void async. Okay, and here we will use for int I is equal to 0 and I is equal to less than, I is equal to 0 and I is less than home view model dot marker list dot length, and then I plus plus. And then we will take one variable here, final UI and t8 list markers icon. Okay, and then we will call this method get images. So here we will use await get images, and then here we need to pass the path of the image. So the path of the image is home view model dot marker list, and then pass index dot icon. Okay, and the width will be 50. Basically I have written this method for image. Okay, so after this I am going to add marker. Okay, so here we will use marker dot add, and inside this we will use marker, and then just organize this, and then here we will use marker id, and then here I dot to string. Similarly we will take icon here, and then icon will be bitmap descriptor dot from bytes. Okay, and inside this we need to pass this marker icons which we have created now, and then we need to define position. So just write position and lat long, and then lat long will accept latitude and longitude. Okay, so latitude and longitude will be home view model dot marker list, and then pass index, and then here latitude. Similarly for longitude. Okay, so home view model dot marker list, then I, then longitude. And then now I'm going to use info window, and then info window will accept two things. One, title, so the home view model dot marker list dot title, and one more thing, it will accept snippet. So I'm going to use this snippet as to show distance. Okay, so home view model dot marker list dot distance. So just cut this. Okay, and write like this. Okay, and add kilometer string here. And now everything is fine. Now I'm going to use this marker. I'm going to show this marker over the map. Okay, so just remove this scaffold from here, and we will use OVX here. No, after the scaffold we will use OVX. Okay, so here we will use OVX, and now I'm going to use stack, and then stack will accept children, and this will be the type of widget. And now I'm going to use Google Map, and here we will use camera position, and camera position will take two parameter. One is target, so in the target we will use lat long, and then here we will use double dot parse, and here we will use just create instance of splash view model also, because we want this latitude and longitude. Okay, So just create one more instance. So here we will use splash view model. Okay, splash view model dot latitude dot value, and similarly we will use for longitude. So double dot parse splash view model dot longitude dot value, and then we will use zoom. So zoom will be 12, and then we will use markers. Then here we need to pass marker dot off, and then pass markers. Okay, this marker where we have added all the markers. Okay, and similarly we will use map type. So map type will be, you can use any, but I'm using normal. You can use hybrid, satellite, terrain, but I'm using normal. And just add these all also. Okay, so our Google map is created successfully, and now I'm going to use position widget here, and then left will be 0, right will be 0, bottom will be 0, and here we will use container, and then color will be white. So here we will use all colors dot white color, and then we will use width media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, and then we will use child here. So child, here we will use column children, and this will be the type of widget. And now I'm going to use size box here. So the size box height will be 70. So all dimensions dot 70. So just open all dimensions here, and write one dimension variable for 70. So just close this dimension, then you can see error removed. And after this we will use child, and inside child we will use list view builder. Context and index. And the item count will be 10, and scroll direction will be axis dot horizontal, and then we will use return, and then column, and then children widget. Okay, and now I'm going to use container here, and then container margin will be Age insert dot only, left from 8 and from right it will be 8, and padding age insert dot all, and this will be 8. All dimensions dot 8, all dimensions dot 8, all dimensions dot 8. Okay, and now I am going to use child here, and the child will be image dot assets, and then here we will use assets images 2.png. As you know that we have already 2.png image here, so I am using that image, and the height will be all dimensions dot 30, and width will be all dimensions dot 50. So add 30 dimension here, so just open all dimensions and then 30. Okay, and now I'm going to take one more variable text, so the text will be rental, and I'm going to apply some styles, so text style, and the font size will be 14. So all dimensions dot 14. Okay, and just open this dimension, and after 12 add 14 dimension, and after this size box we will use one divider, so the divider color will be colors dot gray, and now I am going to take one container, so the container margin will be age insets dot only, left will be all dimensions dot 8, and from right all dimensions dot 8, and now I am going to take one card here, and the elevation will be 3, and we will take child and then container, so here we will use margin age insets dot all dimensions dot 8, and then we will take one child also, and now we will use column here children, and then we will use as widget. Okay, and then container, and then height will be 50, decoration box, and apply some okay, then we will use box decoration, and then border radius, so border radius dot circular, and then all dimensions dot 8, Okay, and the color will be colors dot gray and then 300. I'm going to run this application, and firstly I'm going to show you what we are doing. Okay, here I have created one list view builder, horizontal list view builder, where we are showing all the offers like rentals, daily offers and all. And this is the search box, where we have denoted destination. Okay, so firstly I'm going to show you, and here we will use row children and then widget, and then we will use container here, then we will use margin, page inserts dot only from left, all dimensions dot 8, and from right all dimensions dot 8. Okay, and the child will be icons dot search, and then size will be all dimensions dot 32. Now our application is launching here. Okay, so firstly I am going to add click option on submit OTP submit button. Okay, so when we will click the submit button, then I'm going to navigate this page to home page. So firstly I am going to open this OTP page, so just open OTP page, and then when we will hit this submit button, then wrap inside inkwell, and then use on tap here, and then we will use navigator dot push name and remove until. Okay, and then here we will use page constants dot home screen. Okay, now just save this code, and I'm going to check this again. So just click on this submit button, so you can see this is home page, and you will be able to see map is loading here on. Okay, and now we are creating this field. So I'm going to set my Android Studio like this, and now I'm going to show you. and here we will define color. So all colors dot white color. I am going to add one more color, that will be green color. Okay, and here we will use green color, and here you can see all the drivers or cars showing now. And now we have added this search icon, and after this search icon I am going to add one more text, search destination, and apply some style, and the font size will be all dimensions dot 20, and we will use font weight also. So font weight dot bold we will use. Okay, and now just save this. So you can see search destination is showing here, and this list is also showing. This is the horizontal list which we have already added. Here you can see, firstly we have implemented this Google map inside this stack, and then we have added one position, and inside position we are using this layout. Okay, white layout, and after this we have added this size box for this list, horizontal list, and here I have taken one list view builder, and the item count is 10, and here I am using one image. So this is the image, car image, and rental is the text. Okay, after this I have added one divider, and then after divider I am using one text field box. Okay, generally this is not a text field, I have used with container. So in the left I have added one icon, and in the right I have added one text, that is search destination. Okay, and after this I am going to, after this position, no, after this container I am going to, inside this card I am going to just collapse this container. Okay, and now after this container means this field, I am going to add some more text. So firstly I am going to take one variable, one for loop here, I is less than 3 I plus plus, and then here we will use container, and then margin is insets dot only, and then left, from left all dimensions will be 8, and from right all dimensions from 8, and similarly for top all dimensions dot 8. Okay, And after this I'm going to add one child and then row, and this will take children and it will accept widget. So I'm using widget here, and then icons dot refresh outline. Okay, all colors dot gray color. And now I'm going to save this code. So you can see we have added this. After this icon I'm going to add one text. So just write size box here and then all dimensions dot 8, and then we will use expanded here, and then here we will use text. So the text will be Noida Electronic City, and then save this code. So you can see this is looking fine. Okay, and now I'm going to add one more strip at the top. So after this position, okay, after this position I'm going to take one more position. So here we will use position widget, and in the from top we will use all dimensions dot 8, and then left all dimensions dot 8, right all dimensions dot 8. Okay, and in the child we will use card. So the elevation will be 3 and child will be container, and the height will be all dimensions dot 40. Okay, so 40 is not available, so just go inside dimension and then here we will use this 40. And after this we will use margin. So edge insets dot only, and from left all dimensions will be 8, and from right all dimensions will be 8. And in the container child we will use row, and then children, and it will accept widget. So here we will use container, and then margin edge insets dot only, and from left all dimensions dot 8, and similarly. So you can see at the top we are we will be able to see this card. Okay, then right all dimensions dot 8, and inside child we will use icon, and then icons will be menu, and the size will be all dimensions dot 24. Okay, And after this container we will use expanded widget, and in the expanded, basically I am using this expanded for text. Okay, so the text will be your current location, and we will apply some style here, and the font size will be all dimensions dot 14. Okay, and after this expanded I am going to take one more icon, so icons dot favorite border outline. Now I'm going to save this code, so you can see this is fine now. Now, now our functionality, map functionality is working fine. That's all for this video. If you like the video, then like, share and subscribe my channel.